There are secret and special missions in the Iki Island DLC that reward some very cool cosmetics, yes, including one from the Legends mode. I will tell you everything you need to know and showcase more locations for other cosmetics too. If you enjoy the Ghosts of Tsushima content here on the channel, then totally leave a like to show your support, and let's go. Let's start with a special side mission that in the end gives you SUGI'S KASA hat. As you might know, I like red, so I totally dig this look. It has a worn out touch to it as well, and that makes sense looking at how you get it. So I think you need to have finished the Jin from Yarikawa main mission first, but I'm not entirely sure about that. What is overall interesting is that you find this mission by looking around in the open world. In this case, we want to go over here on the map where you find a burning wreckage with things you can interact with. You then find a raider who is dying but can still talk with him, and then you will trigger this side mission. So just follow that, and after completing it, another mission called Bloodletting will open up. And I love these two missions, by the way. They're really combat heavy and play around with the two factions on Iki in a very cool way. I won't spoil it, of course, but after finishing it, you don't have the hat yet. So after finishing the second side mission. Now to get it, you have to return to the village from the first mission, and just going here, again, I won't spoil it, will get you this really cool red raider hat. You then also unlock it for the Ronin class in the Legends mode, by the way. And yes, there's now also a really cool item from the Legends multiplayer available for Jin, and I will touch on that in a moment. First, I want to quickly highlight some other Raider headgear, the Raider's Captain's Headband, and this is a reward for reaching the highest level on Iki Island, and it's very easy to reach that. Just do some extra side content after the main quest. I was doing a patrol, I saved someone, and then reached the highest level. I also then got an amazing charm that doubles the effect of minor charms if it's the only minor charm of that same category. And that's actually really wild with some of the end game charms you get on Tsushima. So want to go likely more in depth on this in a future video. For now, I want to focus on the cosmetics, including this kind of rope you get as a headband. So this again from reaching the Legend of the Samurai status on Iki Island, but there are also more headbands hidden on the island, and you can miss one during the shrine which you find over here on the map. Really cool shrine, by the way, different from the many mountains we had to climb in the main game. This feels more like a maze in a way. And there are two cosmetics hidden here. One is called the Mashira's Bite, which is sword kit. I'm kind of getting Monster Hunter vibes in a way. So to get this, it's really early on. You just have to go to the pillar on your right hand side instead of like crawl down. Then we do want to crawl to continue with the shrine. You get in a more open area. Here you want to climb up, and then you see that you need to pull the tree towards you so you are able to reach the other branches. But behind that tree which you just pulled, there is a small box which contains the Nature's Rhythm headband. I had to go back for this because again it's pretty well hidden, so I want to thank Antarctic Breeze on Instagram for sharing this cool headband with me. And of course, if you found cool things in the Iki Island DLC that I did not talk about yet, then totally reach out as well. Links to my social media pages are in the pinned comment. And Elle left a comment under my previous video where I went in depth on more secret cosmetics you can find. We'll link to that at the end of this video. Regarding another headband which you find near the start of the DLC. Of course, to get to Iki Island you need to be in Act 2 of the main story and then follow the tales of Iki that show up in your journal. So I also missed this the first time around, but it's near that A Lost Friend main mission over here on the map. So when I went back to the location, you will see a yellow bird at some point who takes you up a mountain to another one of those brown boxes. So climb the mountain and then you will find the PETALS Cares band that notes the wind steers up petals on the journey. So I've been like trying to see if there like are now more petals when using the wind. I don't think that's the case. So it seems just to be a line, it doesn't have an actual impact, but of course correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below. This next one is not that hard to miss if you complete every question mark, but if you just want to play the main story and do some side content here and there, then I totally urge you to go to this Pillar of Honor over here on the map, because it gives one of my favorite new sword kits, the Stone Cutter, that adds this ring to the handle of your blade. So it actually changes the katana way more than the other sword kits do. And in the main game, I did not really care for the sword kits, but I gotta say, in the DLC, they are way more impactful. And yes, you of course then also unlock these sword kits in the Legends multiplayer for every character. And I think this sword kit just looks awesome. For example here, look at the Hunter. And maybe you already saw me rock that amazing Devault mask from the Assassin class in the single player. Because yes, that's now also something you can get in the expansion. It is a bit tricky though. You first have to go over here on the map to a house where you find like a lot of scrolls, similar to the Legends storyteller you of course sometimes see in the world too. If you talk to the lady, you will see that she reverts to the final mission in the Legends multiplayer, and she wants to know how that story ends. So then Jin says that he will learn this story for her. So what this basically means is that you have to finish the final mission in the Legends modes and then return to her to get the mask. I think it's a way for Sucker Punch to entice more people to at least try the multiplayer. I think it's brilliant because, as you maybe know, I love this online mode. I totally think it's worth your time, especially if you know other people who play Ghosts of Tsushima as well. If you, like me, already finished that final mission though, then there is a chance that you'll have to play it again to be able to talk to the lady again. And I'm not sure if this has to do with the fact that I switched from PS4 to PS5, or that after getting to Iki Island, you just have to replay this mission. So I replayed it, basically completing it for the first time on PS5, and I could immediately talk with her and get this white Kitsune mask that also looks amazing on Jin. So yes, if you never touched the Legends mode, it's totally an undertaking. I think worth it, but time consuming to get the mask. But if you already completed the final mission once and cannot talk to her for a second time immediately, then just replay the mission and you get the item. During one of the main missions on Iki Island, I opened a chest, so this in Fort Sakai, which contained the Eagle's Chosen. And turns out that this is a new variant of the Ronin's attire armor. I think it looks quite nice. So if you missed it during that mission, you can still get it in a chest in Fort Sakai. So from where you spawn, you want to run down, and then at one point you reach a ladder. Go down there and then the chest should be there. It's gone for me, I think because I already got it. But that is where you should be able to find it. And also nice, by the way, is that the merchant in Fort Sakai has some nice gear, like the red Ronin attire variant. Again, I like red, so dig this one. A gold version of the new monkey armor, which you can also get at other spots, but why not buy it here? And a very unique raider look that is exclusive to this merchant for the traveler's attire. I think this looks really cool and completely changes the look of this armor set. Of course, subscribe for way more Ghost of Tsushima Iki Island content if you haven't already. A like on the video would really help me out. And if you want to see where you can also get like the God of War armor and other secret cosmetics, then totally watch my previous video by clicking on the screen. For now, I will speak to you next time and goodbye.